Greetings, Nick with Sweetwater here, and today we're going to be taking a very quick look at the special cranker overdrive stomp box, hand-built by our Midwestern pedal-making pals at EarthQuaker Devices in Akron, Ohio. Now, if you're a fan of EarthQuaker's fine offerings, then you're probably already familiar with their speaker cranker pedal, an overdrive pedal that boasted just one knob, aptly labeled More. Like it. And in the manual and all accompanying documentation, the company went to great lengths to emphasize that it was a discrete, all-analog distortion enhancement device, not merely a booster. Now, the reason a lot of people assumed it was a boost pedal was because it didn't really mess with your tone that much. It just didn't alter it. It just gave your sound more oomph and more grit. But it was adding overdrive, not merely just boosting it. Hence their neat distortion enhancement device description. And enhance your distortion it does. And it does so very, very well indeed. Here's my current sound with the pedal off. As you can hear, pretty darn clean with maybe just a hair of edge on it. Now, here it is again with the special cranker engaged. Yep, I definitely describe this pedal as a device that dishes out some splendid distortion enhancement. Now, unlike its older brother though, this cranker boasts 3 knobs and a mini toggle switch too. It still of course has the Nigel Tufnell of Spinal Tap approved More control, thank goodness. The other 2 are labeled level and tone because that's exactly what they control. Duh! As expected, the More control determines just how much gain you get, and it does so by changing the bias of the selected transistor. More about that selection process in a minute, by the way. Anyway, as the special cranker's informative and very amusing manual warns, because of said bias adjustment, you might hear a little noise when adjusting the More control, but don't worry, that's totally normal. It's just the nature of the beast. Here, let's check it out. Hear that? That's normal, my friend, not faulty. That's just the way the pedal operates. Now, at this point, I'm going to quickly detour from the other 2 controls for a second and quickly explain the cranker's little toggle switch, which is labeled Mode. As you can see, when the switch is to the left, you're selecting G. And when it is to the right, you're selecting C. Now these are 2 very short 2-letter abbreviations for the type of diodes you are selecting to produce the distortion enhancement of choice. G, i.e. GE, means germanium, and C, SI, means silicon. Get it? When you select G, said diodes produce a nice, round, warm sound with well-behaved highs and a lower output than their alternative. More vintage or bluesy, if you will. C, or silicon on the other hand, kicks out a louder, brighter, more modern sounding edge, just like this. Now, as you've probably ascertained, both modes respond very well to the dynamics of your playing, or in my case, total lack thereof. And both are pretty darned articulate too. Check out this chord, first in the G setting and then in the C, so germanium, then silicon. Yep, I can hear every note. Nice. The mode switch covered, let's get back to the other two pretty self-explanatory knobs. The level control, wait for it, controls level, dun dun dun, and unity is somewhere in between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock depending on the mode you selected. It's about 12 o'clock for the G, germanium, and about 10 o'clock for the C, the silicon. Got it? Incidentally, level can take your output from literally nothing all the way up to nearly double when it's turned up full. And that's a pretty darn significant output level boost. This of course means you can use the special cranker to front-end your amp in addition to it adding more distortion to your sound. Let's check it out. What I'm going to do is set my amp up for a little bit more grit with the pedal off, just like this. Listen. Got it? Now let's turn on the cranker with the level control somewhat cranked. Yep, that definitely works for me. As for the tone control, it works on the highs. And to that end, when it's turned fully counterclockwise, it cuts them. And when it's fully clockwise, it gooses them just a hair. Let's check out 3 settings, shall we? Counterclockwise, 12 o'clock, and then fully clockwise. I'd say that was pretty effective, adding further to the pedal's already impressive versatility. Oh, 3 more other quick things. Number 1, the special cranker is a true bypass beast. Number 2, it needs a standard 9-volt pedal power supply to work. And number 3, it features flexi switch technology, so you can either switch via standard latching on-off switching with a single tap of your foot, or for momentary operation, you just keep your foot pressed down on the switch for as long as you want the pedal to be engaged, and then when you lift your foot off, it's out. This is a really cool feature, especially if you just want to use a special cranker for a quick lead fill while hammering out a riff. No tap dancing required, just press, hold, release. A pretty nifty feature. And there you have it, my friend. EarthQuaker's special cranker. A fine distortion-enhancing device indeed that doesn't drastically alter your sound. In fact, its proud builders liken what the special cranker does to, and I quote, sticking an extra preamp tube in your amplifier for more saturation. They also proudly proclaim that Akron, Ohio is the home of the best burgers on this earth. Wow. See, you learn something new every day. In my humble opinion, one of the many cool things about this flexible distortion enhancer is the way it sounds and behaves when the more control is turned up to a Spinal Tap approved. How much more can it be? And the answer is none. None more. To this end, when germanium is selected, you get a very satisfying, almost tube-like sag. And then when the more aggressive silicon mode is selected, you get a really cool, gloriously ragged splutter, which you can invoke when you pick really hard. And that's how I'm going to end. Hear what I mean? I really like that. It feels great, and that splutter sounds great to my ears too. Oh yeah, and by the way, as per EarthQuaker's regular MO, the pedal comes with a cute little baggie for you to carry it in. Very nice indeed. For more details on the special cranker or any other EarthQuaker devices, please go to sweetwater.com, or better still, call your sales engineer. And oh yeah, if you want a really great burger, I guess you should take a road trip to Akron, Ohio. See you there. Bye. Thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment nicely please, and also subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all of your music instrument and pro audio needs. Stay safe out there. Goodbye.